Okay, let's jump right into this explainer. I want you to picture a scenario that might just give you a mild panic attack. You wake up tomorrow morning, grab your phone, check your banking app, and absolutely every single dollar to your name has completely vanished. Your checking, your savings, your investments, the whole shebang. Just gone.
Literally $0. You've got absolutely no safety net to fall back on. You have been thrust completely back to square one overnight. Now, naturally, panic sets in, because, well, it feels like game over, right?
But this actually brings up a fascinating question. Could you become wealthy again? I mean, history is full of entrepreneurs and creators who lost literally everything and then just built it all back up. But for most of us, starting from absolute zero feels completely impossible. And look, that's not because we're lazy or not smart enough. It's simply because most of us were never taught how the invisible system of money actually works behind the scenes.
Think about it. If you had no rich parents, no powerful connections to lean on, no sudden lucky lottery ticket to bail you out, how would you rebuild your life today, looking ahead to 2026? The rules of the game are changing faster than ever. With artificial intelligence stepping up to transform millions of jobs by the end of the decade, we really need to look at what you would actually build to give yourself the best chance of making money from scratch in this brand new reality.
To survive this, we kind of have to flip our entire understanding of money completely upside down. See, money isn't the cause of wealth. It's just the result. It's the exhaust. It's simply the evidence that you've built something the world actually finds valuable. The more value you create, the more opportunities money has to flow toward you. People become millionaires every single day, not because they invented the next iPhone or got incredibly lucky, but because they understand this one fundamental truth. Money is inherently attracted to value.
200 years ago, if you wanted to earn more, you just had to physically work harder. 100 years ago, you could open a business, but only if enough people lived in your zip code. But today, the internet has completely destroyed the concept of geography. Picture a student in Pakistan, a programmer in India, a designer in Brazil, a teacher in Kenya, and a filmmaker in Canada. These five strangers don't speak the same language, they've never even met, but they can all earn money from the exact same customer. For the first time in human history, your market isn't just your neighborhood, it's the entire globe.
And this borderless market is what fuels the hidden machine running in the background of our everyday lives. Pause for a second and just look around. The house you're sitting in, the phone you're holding, the clothes on your back, every single one of those exists because someone figured out a way to monetize it. But here's the crazy part. Almost every single dollar on Earth is earned through just 5 systems. Not 50, not 100, just 5. So let's decode them.
System 1 is the one almost everyone enters first: time. You trade your hours for dollars. You work an hour, you get paid for an hour. It's simple, it's reliable, and for billions of people out there, it's the absolute foundation of their livelihood. But there is a massive, glaring problem here. Time is finite. No matter who you are or how hard you hustle, your day strictly ends after 24 hours. So if your income only grows when your working hours grow, you are guaranteed to hit an unbreakable ceiling eventually. Now imagine 2 people who both work an 8-hour shift. One is moving cardboard boxes in a warehouse, and the other is patching a massive, catastrophic cybersecurity leak for a Fortune 500 company. Who's taking home the bigger paycheck? Almost always, it's the person with the rarer skill. This proves that money doesn't just reward a sweaty brow. It rewards rare expertise that's incredibly difficult to replace. That is System 2, skills. And the beautiful thing for us right now is that these high-value skills can be learned online from absolutely anywhere.
System 3 is all about scale, and this reveals the massive difference between creating value for one person a day versus millions. Think about a local baker. They bake one loaf of bread, sell it, and tomorrow they have to wake up and bake another one. But a software developer, they write the code for an app once, and millions of people can hit download. A teacher records one killer online course, and students just keep enrolling year after year. You create the value once, and it scales infinitely. The internet handed this power of scale to ordinary people, and it is easily one of the biggest economic shifts we will ever see.
Moving on to System 4, we have ownership. Ever wonder why business owners usually pull in more cash than their top employees? It's because they aren't just selling their physical labor. They own a mechanism that continues producing value, whether that's a software company, an e-commerce brand, or even a local restaurant. Now, sure, ownership comes with risk. Businesses fail all the time, but it gives you the incredible opportunity to build an engine that keeps growing and serving customers even while you are fast asleep.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, System 5 assets. This is where you take a slice of what you earn and use it to buy productive investments. People always say make your money work for you, and it sounds like some guru magic trick, but it's literally just System 5. It's buying a piece of a productive machine, like index funds or real estate, so your cash goes out and recruits more cash. It's not about an overnight windfall, it's about compounding steady growth over time.
So, when you put it all together, the ultimate takeaway is that the absolute wealthiest people don't just pick one of these lanes. They combine them into a relentless, automated wealth-building machine. They learn rare expertise to level up their skills, they leverage the internet for massive scale, they take ownership of the business, and they funnel this profit straight into assets. It's not one weird trick, it is a system of systems. But wait a second. This brings up a massive mystery. If these 5 rules are sitting right out in the open, available to literally anyone with a Wi-Fi connection, why do millions of incredibly hardworking people stay trapped? Why isn't everyone rolling in it? Well, it actually has absolutely nothing to do with intelligence and everything to do with the quiet, everyday mistakes people fall into next.
It usually boils down to these 4 invisible traps. Trap 1 is chasing fast money instead of building long-term, unlosable skills. People love jumping from one shiny crypto trend to the next, instead of asking, hey, what skill will still pay me 10 years from now? Trap 2 is expecting overnight success, mostly because social media completely hides the years of brutal failure behind every win. Trap 3 is outspending your own success. And Trap 4, never investing in yourself, totally forgetting that mastering a new technology or learning a rare skill is often the highest return investment you can possibly make.
Let's actually zoom in on that third trap for a second, because it is a silent wealth killer. You get a nice pay raise, and suddenly your perfectly fine phone feels a little sluggish, so you buy the Pro Max version just to scroll the exact same apps. You lease a flashier car, you upgrade to a bigger apartment. If every single income bump is instantly devoured by a lifestyle upgrade, wealth quite literally never gets a chance to compound. The cycle just endlessly repeats. Your income keeps climbing, sure, but your actual savings rate stays completely flat.
Because what history proves time and time again is that true wealth isn't forged in some dramatic, movie-style moment of luck. It's built super quietly through thousands of boring, ordinary decisions long before anyone else notices the results. It's choosing to learn a skill instead of doom scrolling. It's saving that extra cash instead of blowing it. Building the project now instead of waiting for the stars to align. Improving your situation instead of complaining about it. None of these feel revolutionary on a random Tuesday, but stack them up over a decade, they completely alter the trajectory of your life.
All right, let's loop this all the way back to our opening thought experiment, the one where you wake up tomorrow morning with absolute zero in the bank. You are sitting there looking at a flat $0. I want you to really think about what you actually lost. Because if you lost all your cash, but you still retained your knowledge, your hard-earned experience, your reputation, your network, and your unique ability to solve complex problems, you wouldn't truly be at zero, not even close. You still possess the core ability to create value. Cash comes and goes, that's just the nature of it. But the ability to generate value, that is the one unlosable asset that stays locked in your head. It totally flips the script on how you view your own potential in this modern invisible economy, doesn't it? If the bank accounts were wiped clean tomorrow, are you really starting from scratch? Or are you already equipped with the ultimate tools required to just plug right back into those 5 systems of wealth? Once it clicks that your main focus should just be on becoming incredibly useful rather than purely trying to get rich, I promise you'll never look at money the same way again. Learn a skill that actually matters. Solve a genuine problem. Help enough people get what they want. Money isn't the goal line. It's simply the receipt you get for helping someone else. It's the undeniable proof that you built something the world finds valuable.
Because as we've unpacked in this explainer today, every product you buy, every salary that gets deposited, every single business operating right now, they are all just running on this exact same invisible framework. Everything is deeply connected, and every system tells a story. Thanks so much for joining me today to